Imagine a world where money doesn't exist. No bank accounts, no salaries, no credit cards, just a world where resources are distributed in other ways. It's a radical idea, but it brings up an important question. Would you still want the things you want if money didn't exist? In today's society, money is often the primary driving force behind our choices, our aspirations, and the life we build. But if we took money out of the equation, what would happen to our desires? Are we truly pursuing what we want based on our values? Or are we just chasing after what we think will give us status, comfort, or acceptance? In this video, we'll explore this fascinating question, challenge the role of money in our lives, and ask, would you still want what you want if there was no price tag attached? Let's start by acknowledging that money is, at its core, a tool. It allows us to access resources, fulfill our needs, and enhance our quality of life. Without money, we wouldn't be able to purchase food, shelter, or other essentials. It provides freedom, giving us the ability to choose how we spend our time and what we pursue. But is that all money represents? Does it only serve practical purposes, or does it also shape our goals, dreams, and sense of success? Money is a powerful symbol in modern society. Wealth is often associated with achievement, freedom, and even happiness. But is that a true reflection of what we truly desire? Or is it more about the status and the identity that wealth brings with it? Money is often intertwined with desires for luxury, prestige, and recognition, things that society has conditioned us to chase after. So here's the big question. If money didn't exist, would we still care about those things? Would we still want to climb the social ladder, own designer clothes, or live in luxury? Or would we shift our focus to the things that actually bring us fulfillment? The influence of society and culture on our desires can't be understated. From a young age, we're taught that success means having a lot of money, owning a big house, and driving a fancy car. Advertisements, social media, and even the people around us tell us what we should want. This external influence creates an unseen pressure to pursue these material desires in the hope that they will lead to happiness or validation. But what if money didn't exist? What if the competition to acquire more wealth or status wasn't part of the equation? Would we still be chasing after the same desires, or would we start to focus on different goals altogether? Let's take social media as an example. Platforms like Instagram and Facebook often highlight the glamorous lifestyles of celebrities, influencers, and the ultra-wealthy. These portrayals create a distorted sense of what success and happiness should look like. But in a world without money, would we still be envious of these images? Or would we begin to value authentic experiences, personal growth, and genuine connections over material possessions? Now, let's think about what we might truly desire, aside from the external pressures of society. In a world without money, personal fulfillment and authenticity would likely play a larger role in our decisions. Without the need to compete for wealth or status, we would have more freedom to pursue the things that genuinely bring us joy. Imagine a world where people didn't pursue careers for the paycheck or the prestige, but instead, they chose work that brought them a sense of purpose and passion. Instead of working for status, people would pursue their creative passions, helping others, or learning new skills purely for the intrinsic value. Perhaps you'd still want to travel, but not for the sake of showing off your luxury vacations on Instagram. Instead, it might be to explore different cultures, connect with people, or learn from new experiences. Art, music, and adventure might take precedence over material wealth. The things we truly desire might become much clearer when the constraints of money are lifted. Money also has a profound impact on relationships. Many people pursue wealth with the hope that it will improve their relationships, whether that's providing a better life for their families, attracting a partner, or gaining the approval of others. But what if money wasn't a factor? Would relationships still be based on superficial metrics like wealth or social status, or would they be rooted in genuine connection, love, and trust? Without money as a measuring stick, we might be more inclined to form relationships based on authenticity, shared values, and emotional compatibility. Instead of chasing after status symbols, we could prioritize meaningful experiences and shared memories with the people who matter most. Friendships, family bonds, and romantic relationships might take center stage in a world where money doesn't play a role in our self-worth. Without money as a measuring stick, we might be more inclined to form relationships based on authenticity, shared values, and emotional compatibility. Instead of chasing after status symbols, we could prioritize meaningful experiences and shared memories with the people who matter most. Friendships, family bonds, and romantic relationships might take center stage in a world where money doesn't play a role in our self-worth. One thing to consider is the concept of hedonic adaptation, which refers to the idea that no matter how much we acquire, our happiness tends to return to a baseline level. In simpler terms, the more we have, the more we want, and the less satisfied we become. We get used to luxury and comfort, and we start to seek the next level of indulgence. But if money didn't exist, we would likely experience happiness in a more authentic and lasting way. The joy from simple things, like a beautiful sunset, meaningful conversation, or a creative pursuit, would become far more significant. True happiness wouldn't come from accumulating wealth or possessions, but from the experiences we have and the connections we make. So, let's imagine your life without money. Without the need to acquire, without the fear of scarcity, how would you spend your time? What would you pursue? Would you still want to climb the corporate ladder if money didn't exist? Or would you focus more on pursuing your passions, like writing a book, painting, volunteering, or exploring nature? Would you still care about the latest gadgets or designer brands? Or would you shift your focus to living simply, connecting with others, and creating meaning in your life? A world without money would force us to think more deeply about our values and what truly matters. It would allow us to stop chasing fleeting pleasures and focus on what brings us genuine joy, contentment, and peace of mind. If money didn't exist, would you still want the things you currently desire? Would you still chase after luxury and prestige? Or would your goals shift toward authentic fulfillment, personal growth, and meaningful connections? The truth is, many of our desires are shaped by society's expectations and external pressures, not by our own intrinsic needs. In a world without money, we'd have the freedom to redefine what truly matters to us, without the constant noise of consumerism. Take a moment to reflect on what you really want in life, and ask yourself, is it something that truly brings you joy, or is it just something you've been conditioned to want? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this thought-provoking video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content on personal growth, mindfulness, and living a meaningful life. Let me know your thoughts on a world without money in the comments below.